If you can hear me through the rain, if we don't lose intro nets. What is up, YouTube? Irish USMC Vet, Poison Stinger in the house. Well, Stinger's getting coffee, but
Coffee, you gotta get it.
we're currently experiencing more rain. Hopefully, if you put seeds in, you covered them over and watered them in. That is not something you want to forget. Damn, bro, where'd you have to go to 7-Eleven to get the coffee?
Sorry, bro.
Did you go
I'm
to
not as good as the wife is at getting it.
Did you go to the motherfucking
I said I'm not as good at getting coffee as my wife is. It took me a minute.
So yeah. Uh-oh, got a new one? Does that say COCK? Yeah, the handle's black. All right. She has been shopping on Macari way too much.
Right.
Uh-oh. What up, Riddle Girl? How we doing today?
I'm good.
We're watching the world burn.
Yep.
Yeah. Let it eat. I'll just go underground.
Nah. I want to be part of it, bro. I was like, oh, I don't know why, but I really wanted to. When I found out they had that here, I was pissed.
What do you mean they had something at your place?
Yeah, well, they had a solidarity rioting in downtown Phoenix.
It wasn't rioting. It was peaceful.
What was it?
Yes.
Didn't they surround cop cars and
Yes,
like?
they did, but it was peaceful. They didn't break anything other than the one guy throwing a skateboard to the back of the cop car. Other than that, it was good.
Okay.
They didn't shut down. They blocked the light rail on the road for a while.
I want to go there in full fucking gear, man. Fuck the police, come straight from the underground.
They got a bad.
The cop who did the dirty deed, he gone. He's missing. They can't find his ass, and that's because they probably witness protected his butt.
Oh yeah. He's like I said, man. As soon as I started reading about it, I found out I was like, yo, you best get you and your family and get the fuck out, because somebody's gonna get you. Somebody will get you. And it will still happen. If they find you, it will still happen.
Here's the great thing. Here is the cherry on top that brightens my day. Okay? This motherfucker, and if you watch the video, this smug-ass motherfucker who's chuckling it up, having a grin on his face as he's driving his knee down on this motherfucker's neck, choking the life out of him. This guy who took sick pleasure in that, what's he thinking right now? What's going through his mind right now? I hope it was worth it, motherfucker. I hope it was worth it. Because if you get found, they're going to beat your ass to death, dismember you, and drag you through the fucking street. And I hope they do. If they don't do that, you're going to jail for the rest of your life, where somebody's going to beat you to death in prison and drag you through the halls of the jail. Either way, motherfucker, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was worth it. You a dead ass cracker.
Well, first of all, let me say this. Let's not get started on the black or white thing, because it doesn't matter who the fuck he done it to.
Exactly. I agree on that.
It's motherfucking wrong. It's wrong. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's motherfucking wrong.
I don't care what color you are. That's wrong, man.
Good morning, East Wind Farms.
White, black, whatever. I don't care. You know, black cop doing it to white guy. I want to be right there the same. What's up, Walter Diggs?
Morning, Walter. How we doing today? Yeah, so it's not a black or white thing, in my opinion. It's a motherfucking dirtbag done something, murdered a fucking innocent man. Yep. Or he may not have been innocent of the crime they were searching for him for, but he didn't deserve to die for that.
Well, they said he resisted arrest, and now there's new footage out that shows that he really didn't resist arrest enough to warrant that. I haven't seen that, so I can't really speak on that part. It's been a busy 2 days for me. I've had a procedure and the wife's birthday. So
it does not matter if he resisted arrest. It's still not.
Yeah. Once you're on the ground, there was 3 cops on the backside of him that you couldn't see in that video that were holding him down. He was handcuffed. He was detained, finally. I mean, he was definitely detained, and no reason to keep your knee on his neck that whole time.
I don't like every time I've ever seen them do it, they put it on your back, not your neck.
Yeah, well,
I mean, like, I don't know. Whatever.
This dude is a psychopath, and not, I mean, it's my opinion, and my opinion alone in this chat, that they're all psychopaths in a way, you know, because they derive sick pleasure out of doing that. This guy got off on it. I'm sure he became a cop just so that he could do this shit legally with a badge. You know, I mean, it's all a power trip at some point. This is all my opinion, right? And then you have the other cops, the good cops, standing around not doing a damn thing, not saying a damn word. Why? Because they never do. Because they don't speak out against their own. Because if they do, then they would be a good cop. But then they would also be an ex-cop at the same time.
I'd have clipped that motherfucker right in the mouth with a billy club. I'm like, all right, bro, get up off of me. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I saw a video, I forget by who, that said, well, the people that were there that were bitching about the cop getting off of his neck, they didn't stop the cop. They're just as bad as the cop. Like,
no, I'm saying,
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Would you do anything? Are you gonna tell the cop? Not only
you're gonna get
shot,
shot,
but you're gonna force that cop? Yeah, I'd like to see you fucking try, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna get shot if you attempt to interfere with an arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now they're all running scared, man. They're burning down the. I'm so glad they're going after the cop shops now.
But
they're burning that
if it was
down.
another one of the cops should have fucking done something. Not.
Yeah, one of the cops should have stopped it.
Yeah, clip that motherfucker.
That would have been a good cop, and he soon thereafter would have been an ex-cop.
Yeah, and that's fine because you don't want to be part of that if you got dumb fucks like that and you can't do anything about it.
They want their paycheck. They wanted to be a cop their whole life, right? They finally made it.
Your Honor, that's speculation. Poison Stinger is speculating.
Well, I hope every single cop that was there that day goes to jail because they're all copperable or whatever that was. Culpable. There you go. From the bathroom, hon.
Fuck.
Nice.
All right, hold on. I got something to take care of. Un momento.
All right. All right. So we have Walter saying hi, Iris Stinger. East Wind. East Wind's in the house. Good morning. Hey, good morning, East Wind. So the cop and Floyd had some serious history that we'd probably never know of. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'd be surprised. That's a pretty big town. I'd be surprised if that cop knew that guy personally, but I mean, I guess maybe. One of the 100 or so watching with the phone out should have done something. Yeah, it'd been great if they could have, but they won't. Most people won't. You're going to go up against that many cops. There was 3 that you couldn't see. There was 2 in front. So there's 5 right there, and we know there was more. Right? They never come alone. You, one person, going to go up against 5+ cops? What do you think's going to happen? Nobody's going to do that, man. Nobody's going to do that. Not unless you get a mob, which is going on now. Now the cops are running scared. Now they're thinking about calling in the National Guard. And guess what? I hope the National Guard has to run away too. I hope this is the start. I hope this is what it takes. It's time. I'm done. I'm done talking about it. As I said, there was a thing in Phoenix. I don't know if I talked about it here on live. But there was a thing here in Phoenix in Solidarity that took place in the downtown area. I didn't know about it, so I didn't go. But I found out about it, and I'm kind of sad I didn't go. And if they have another one, I will be there. Fully armed with black tips. I'm done. I'm done talking about it. It's time to go. A lot of people will talk about it. A lot of people will talk about it all the time here on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's going to light up. I'm going to do this, and that. And then when something actually comes, yeah, I don't really want to go there. I don't really want to do that. I want to, I want to be safe. I want to keep my family safe. I get that. I get you want to keep your family safe, but then stop yapping about it. For me, my daughter's already in Wisconsin and doing her own thing. And I'm done, man. I'm done talking. I'm like Tony was a few years back when he was going off. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Okay. East Wind. Walter, I think the killer cop was on since 2001. For the Asian for 7 years. The Asian was definitely a bully too. They all are, dude. Now, once again, my opinion, no such thing as a good cop. You have bad cops, one with a knee on the neck. You have less bad cops, the one that are just watching and comparable. Was it? Constable? Constable?
Culpable?
Culpable. You have the ones that are culpable to it. They don't do anything about it. Don't say nothing. Right? If they weren't on video, you'd never known about it. And then you have the ones that do say something and do something, and they get fired, and so they're ex-cops. That's all there is. I don't care. I mean, even if quote-unquote good cop never takes part in that, right? Never sees their part and do something like that. They've seen a cop do something negative. They've seen a cop do something illegal that should be arrested for. They know about planting evidence or doing certain things that they could call out on, that they could, whistle blow on, but they don't. Why? Because they all stand behind that gang flag of the thin blue line. Every time I see that, that's all that is to me. Yeah, we protect our own. So it's them versus everybody else. That's what they did to themselves. That's what they did. We didn't do that. They decided it's us versus you. Right? Bunch of useless eaters just sat and watched one of their own get eaten. I'd like to see it, bro. If you're in the same situation, I'd like to see it. There was a mob watching with their phones out. Yeah, there was. And every single one of them didn't want to be the first. That's how it always works, man. That's how it always works. Nobody wants to be the first one to do something about it and then get beaten down as well. Because you don't know the other people around you. Do you know that person? Do you know this person? No, you don't. You don't know if they're going to come in to your aid or not. Everybody's got their little mask on, scared about a virus, right? So if you go there and nobody else joins in, you're next. You're the next one on the ground getting choked out and dying. You're not doing that. Don't tell me you will, because you won't. I know you won't. I wouldn't even. Not unless I knew that the motherfuckers next to me would do something. I don't know. Maybe I would like to think I would. I would like to think I would. But until you're in that situation, you don't know. Prepper God, just say I'm watching a little closer recently. Yeah. What's up, Ghost? I've been enjoying your videos too. Good content. You all put out good content. I need to put out more good content. I do hope that they continue to focus their anger towards the people that deserve it. The whole looting and burning down an AutoZone and stuff like that, that's just making you look bad. You keep that fight directed towards the people, and you can't help it. I mean, there's going to be idiots in every group, right? Somebody wants a new flat screen TV, and this is the perfect opportunity for them. They've been waiting, right? They're so excited that they can finally go loot some shit. Unfortunately, that's going to always happen. But hopefully, the majority of them know where to focus their frustrations at. Walter, one of my best friends, was a street captain in a gang. He beat the shit out of a cop one time, and he got serious payback. A bunch of cops grabbed him out the street, beat him up bad and charged. Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. It's a game. They don't think that shit ain't gonna go unpunished. Yeah, they're watching. They're definitely recording. They might not be doing anything about it now, but they're watching and recording everybody, and they'll come after you later once all this shit calms down.
You see the water dripping from my fucking hat?
No.
Okay. So
the quality is not that great.
Well, yeah, I know, shitty internet. If the lights are blinking, so it's probably gonna go out. So just got an intel update. That's why I had to run out here real quick. Last night in Louisville, Kentucky, that we don't call it the other thing. They were using cell phone jammers.
Wow.
And they were blocking people's fucking phones from being able to live stream the event. So there you go. I don't know what I missed, but morning guns coast to coast. But I'm stoked.
You know, if we go off live, all of a sudden it's because he lost his internet.
Yes, it's very, very prepper God. Let's see. So you already covered all this. Chubby Asian cop.
Yeah. I'm pretty much caught up. Guns coast to coast. The counted 7 cities last night is pretty much where I left off.
Morning prepper God. Sorry, go ahead, man. Continue on. I'm sorry, I had to.
No, you're fine, bro.
I can't believe you can't see the rain dripping from my hat.
All at the burning stage. Yeah, the one here in Phoenix apparently wasn't very eventful. I mean, they surrounded the cop car too, but it was peaceful for the most part.
They tried to flip over the transport truck last night, and then they started tear gassing, and then there were 7 or 8 shots fired, and then the police started firing off tear gas canisters.
Yeah, Phoenix protested last night, guns.
Oh, they did. They did here too.
Do it again or not? But they did last night.
Christine said that they did it in Colorado too.
Yeah.
Protested and blocked off the highway and.
Good.
What happened in Cincy, guns? Or Columbus? And whatever happened to social distancing? Rioters are not thing.
You notice how the news just totally changed yesterday?
Yeah, nothing about
I don't
cerveza
think
bug.
they talked about social distancing at all.
Nothing about cerveza bug.
I believe that means the quarantine's over. It's time to riot. Sun's out, guns out.
Oh, these guns?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't really put these guns out because they flibble flap.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Hey, you should, those are illegal. That was a fully automatic. That full automatic right there. Nope, that's illegal.
I'll slap a motherfucker with that.
This is elbows. I feel like that would be a good movie. That would be a good movie. As usual, child is 5 years behind everyone.
Cincinnati is behind everybody.
WKRP.
Wow, that's an old show you're bringing up. WKRP in Cincinnati. Let's start a riot. Let's start a riot.
Oh, I listen to that. I listen to that every day. Probably, they copyright infringe me for a private video I put up of my daughter singing A Christmas Carol.
What?
Private. I didn't even publish it. I wasn't planning on publishing it.
What? That's weird.
Well, if they do the riots though, that takes the cerveza bug out of the spotlight, and they turn themselves to the rioters. So therefore, the whole pandemic is under wraps now. Like, they don't have to talk about it anymore because everybody's rioting.
Exactly. How do you change the narrative? You change what goes on.
Yeah, short-term memory loss right there by people that only have the attention span to pay attention to a meme.
Yep.
So that is exactly what it looks like is happening. Let's turn it from this and take the attention off all the bullshit to, oh God, the cities are burning down. Yeah. Liberty not licensed. I really thought that the turkeys could fly. Turkeys can fly.
Not to mention
fly up to roost. Not to mention now what? Sorry.
No, I totally. Oh, you have all the. Oh, it's just great for all the race baiters in Washington. Oh my goodness! All of a sudden, here comes out all the the supposed black leaders in Washington D.C. talking about how we're all the George. And, oh man, it's so mind numbing. I just want to.
All right, so in my personal opinion, all this bullshit about the drugs and okay, legalize all drugs, okay? Just legalize them, and you won't have to worry about people rioting because you killed somebody accidentally, because you won't need a militarized police force to go after a local drug dealer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I listened to some of that stuff about Louisville.
They're saying that he wrote bad checks or some shit like that.
Right, but in Louisville, the reason why they're rioting in Louisville is because they killed a 26-year-old emergency room technician. They went to a no-knock raid and fucking shot the fucking house up because they no-knocked on the door and somebody returned fire and hit a cop. So they immediately drugged the cop. Well, I guess the cop was down for a minute. He was hit in the leg, from my understanding, with a rifle. So they immediately called for SWAT. And then they shot everybody in the goddamn building and killed this poor ER tech. I don't know if it's male or female. It doesn't matter. It don't matter if they're black or white.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
This emergency room technician was murdered because you went on a no-knock raid for drugs. Make the shit legal and let everybody kill themselves. Fuck.
I don't know why the government tries to regulate what you do with your own damn body.
God will sort it out. Prepper God, tell them. Tell them, Prepper God.
Mm-hmm.
What you're doing right now has been time tested and proven, okay? We know that if you kill so-and-so, that their kids are going to grow up to hate you. And it may not be like the movies. They may not be the Punisher. And that's another thing. Let me get started on that real quick. Mm-hmm. If you are a fucking police officer and you are sporting a fucking Punisher skull on your vehicle, you are wrong. You are not a goddamn killer. You want to be a killer, motherfucker? Go in the military and go grunt. Go ground pounder. Don't come at me with a fucking... Oh my God, that pisses me off so bad. My wife's like, why you get so mad? I was like, that's designated for snipers. The snipers wear the Punisher skull. Okay? You are not a fucking stone-faced killer. Mm-hmm. You are a police officer. You're to protect people and stupid shit like that. You're not meant to be a goddamn door kicker and a fucking murderer. Okay? If you want to do that, get your ass a contractor job or join the military and go overseas and kill people, motherfucker. But don't try to do it here. Are you retarded? Mm-hmm. Anyways, fix the drug laws, make it all legal, and it'll burn itself out. Don't give the people Narcan. Don't give the people fucking, one time, hey, you fucked up. Next time, no, you're done. Makes no sense to me. There wouldn't be no drug cartels. There wouldn't be a gang war, because you could get whatever you wanted to when you wanted to. Right. And if you die, you die. But you took your own life. It's nobody's. I mean, you don't need a gun. You don't. All you need is rope. Are they going to outlaw rope? No. Common sense prevails here, people. No matter what you do, people will still find drugs. They find drugs in prison. They find shanks in prison.
Yeah. Well,
oh my God.
A lot of the guards and the cops there allow that shit in too. Yet another thing where there ain't no such thing as a good one. You know what I mean?
But the point is don't fucking just let it be. Yeah. How much money would the American people save if we didn't have to support a militarized police force? Yeah. You wouldn't need a militarized police force if there wasn't no fucking war on drugs.
But you're forgetting.
I don't even do drugs.
You're missing the main point. It's not about keeping drugs off the street. Fuck, our government puts the drugs on the street in the first place.
I'm aware.
The whole thing is money. It's always the money. Follow the money. It's all over the place, man. They make so much money on the war on drugs, it's not even funny. They confiscate your drugs, for free, right? They take them for free. Then they get labor out of you for like 10 cents an hour, right? And feed you the shittiest food they can ever get you. Then they take all your drugs and all your cash that you had on you, and they put that back out on the street and sell it themselves. It's a money-making operation. That's just the basic stuff, right? I'm sure it goes even further than that.
The main reason that they will never do it is because they put in the RICO statute, which allows you to charge them and take all their possessions. So if you're a millionaire and you get caught with a bag of cocaine, they can seize all your assets because they can say you earned it through drugs.
Well, I mean, you even have people that are going through a state with a whole bunch of cash to buy a piece of property, right? Cop stops you and sees that you have a whole bunch of cash, claims that you're drug running or going to go buy a whole bunch of drugs, seizes your money for years, and you've got to fight it in the legal system in order to get it back, proving that you weren't going to go buy drugs, you were going to go buy land. And that shit happens all the damn time. Just because you have more cash than they want you to have, or because they think they can steal your cash and get away with it. Oh,
they can. they did probably for years, like you said.
Most of the time.
So Liberty not licensed, not an industrial farm-raised turkey. Okay. So I know real turkeys can fly. I don't know if they can fly like an eagle, but they can fly to roost in the trees because that's where they all roost at. I'm sorry. I was not aware of the WKRP.
You haven't watched that show? Well, I mean, you don't know who Dr. Phil is either.
Yeah, right. If I had time to sit down and watch TV, bro, it would, like, I'm dying.
No, you don't have to watch TV to know who Dr. Phil is.
I'm dying. Killing people causes more problems.
You go to your store. You go to your local Sam's Club. You're gonna see his face on stuff, bro. I mean, he's like Oprah, but white and bald.
Oh, I know who he is now because we've had a talk about him, and I had to go check, but.
I'm just surprised, because like who doesn't? I mean, even if people in third world countries that don't have the internet or TV know who Dr. Phil is.
Well, they probably watch daytime talk TV too, and I don't. Like, I don't watch YouTube as much as I want to. Like, I will literally put it on playlists and listen to it as I'm working when inside the shop. Floyd was alleged to have passed a counterfeit $20 bill. Okay, yeah. so that's to get murdered for passing a $20.
My bank gives out counterfeit money sometimes. They don't get choked to death.
What would be my response? The same thing. If a no-knock warrant happened, and I'm not, because last time they done this shit, it was at the wrong house. Yep. So I don't know exactly because I just seen what happened last night and this morning. But in the middle of the night, no knock entry, not in uniform. What would your response? Well, exactly. Then
you had the other person who got swatted. That was the wrong house, and they shot the individual from outside the house, which I would imagine somebody had an itchy trigger finger and had an accidental discharge or whatever, negligent, and shot and killed somebody before they were able to go inside and serve their no-knock raid. I'm telling you, man. Fuck the police. They're trying to kill every one of us with this no-knock bullshit and fucking tyrannical shit. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. If you're wearing a costume, you're a target. And I hope you are.
Someone passed the collection plate, says Rubber God. Yeah, Punisher operators kill me. Look, that would be like me being a police officer and carrying the noose around my my motherfucking rearview mirror. That's implicating the same thing. I mean, I'm here to kill you. No, you're not. You're supposed to protect people. That's the whole reason you took the fucking job. You took the job to protect people.
You're supposed to. That's the reason why you're supposed to take the job.
Right.
But a lot of people take the job for other reasons.
It's not about drug reduction, just like gun control. It's about violence reduction. It's all about. Well, look, the violence would disappear. I mean, virtually. In my opinion, the violence would disappear if there was not so much money involved. If you could go and you didn't have to hide in a fucking dope house and protect your shit with an AK-47 and 30 dudes with fucking guns, and you could freely purchase drugs. And by all means, let me go ahead and say out there, I'm going to preach. I don't fucking use drugs. I don't care to use drugs. I drink alcohol. But it's still the point. If they made alcohol legal again, I would be a fucking felon because I'm going to drink alcohol. Period. Now, I'm not an alcoholic, but I do tend to like to take a snort off of some whiskey every once in a while. But you see, when you have people that make money and there's no real consequences, I mean, because in the end, they're going to win because they have all of our money that they've collected through taxes. So they're going to beat us because we have no fucking option unless you quit paying taxes and defund these fucking places, which is not going to happen because they will figure out a way to fucking kill you and your entire family.
Yeah, I mean, it would take everybody doing it at the same time, just like the riots, right? No one person in that riot situation is going to do that without everybody else there. Just like nobody's going to stop the cops from killing that man, even with people around, unless everybody else is doing it too. It takes a lot of balls to be the first one, hoping that everybody else that you don't even know from Adam is going to have your back. And to say that you would do anything about it when there's 5 or more cops there, fully armed and already on a fucking tirade to kill a motherfucker, you're going to just jump in and save that man yourself. Nobody does that. I would like to think I would, right? Everybody would like to think that they would be the one to stand up. But until you're actually in that situation, in that moment, you start thinking about your own family, your own life, and all these people that have badges, and it's perfectly legal for them to kill you. And
no, it's not.
9 times out of 10, they get away with it. This one, they're not going to get away with it because for reasons we need to change the narrative or whatever, or there's too many riots, right? But if there wasn't too many riots, well, they'd get away with it. I mean, they might, even if it was a light riot, right? Just a little bit of rioting. The cop might have gotten, tried and then let go. And then the big riot, right? But he could have been let go. Now, they already know they can't let him go. They have to find him guilty. He has to go to jail for the rest of his life because if he doesn't, you think these riots are bad, it's going to be a lot worse and this whole country going to burn.
Yeah, that's not a mistake that you can make. Now, granted, I would be interested in seeing the autopsy report because I think that the guy didn't suffocate so much as they pinched off the carotids. The guy pinched off his carotid enough that it caused his brain to shut down. So, yes,
like
he may.
Hold.
Yeah, like he may have been able to breathe, but when you apply pressure like that, if you do a rear naked choke on somebody, if you do it right, you pinch the carotids, which causes the brain to shut down, right, and reset. So they can still breathe, and you're not passing them out; they're not turning blue. Like if you do a chokehold, that's different than than pinching the carotids. So I'd be interested to see if it was because of brain damage that the guy died, or was murdered. Excuse me, because although you may be able to breathe, if I put a vice around your neck and pinched off your brain, you're gonna fucking die.
Nope.
Let's see here. Bitcoin harder to confiscate. HVS is still on the Bitcoin. The turkey scene is in the top 10 of all time. That turkey scene.
I gotta the TV show you have no idea about.
I gotta watch it, I guess. Small store that deposit mostly cash have been hit with civil forfeiture. Yeah, I mean you can't have anything because you're automatically a bad guy, but you can have a fucking Punisher skull on your car and be a police officer, which represents death and fucking anarchy. I mean that'd be like cops rolling around with a fucking anarchy sign. How does that make any sense? You're supposed to
buy an
uphold.
Old cop car. You know how you can buy the old cop car?
No, I wouldn't.
That shit, bro. Let's rebrand it.
I saw a pink Punisher decal last week on a girl's truck. Well, that's different. It's cute. It's pink, and she might be a badass, but she's not a police officer.
Well, and as a civilian, you can be a fan of the TV show. I'm not in any position of a perceived authority either, you know. So like Kansas Hillbilly Prepper's rifle, it's a Punisher rifle. It's got Punisher all over. You know, he was never a door kicker. And I don't think he asked for Punisher. I think we just went with it, but it doesn't matter.
Well, no,
right?
he said he liked the Punisher thing. So
Yeah.
hey, but now if he would have used that in a home defense type situation, that the attorneys and judge would have been all over him. Oh, you want to be a killer? You wanted to be a killer? You have a Punisher rifle. See, that's why none of my firearms have anything like that on it. For that simple fact, because if you have that on there, the fucking attorney, like, they will go batshit crazy over that. They'll be like, "Oh, you wanted to kill people? You have a Punisher skull, but you got cops rolling around with that shit on their car. So what makes them any different? Oh, they got a fucking badge. Well, I got a badge too somewhere over there. Yeah. I got a badge too. I got it whenever I was like 7, and it came from China. That's stupid as fuck. Stupidity and fear are bad mixers, poison to the constitutional republic. We're watching us get what we deserve. Liberty not licensed.
HVS is saying it's his avatar bad because his avatar is a red Punisher or black Punisher on a red background.
Oh, see, that's bad. See, because you have red. Oh, yep, red. There's an old lady gardening in her backyard. A neighbor called for a wellness checks. Cop walked around and shot her dogs. She was fine until the wellness check. Yeah. Don't come check on me, bro. Don't check on me. Don't drone me, bro. You legalize it, the trap houses go. Yeah, everything goes away. Guns, like, it makes sense. Like, fuck. Whenever they took away booze, what did people do? They just did it illegally. You're not ever going to get rid of the shit. Period. You'd have to be fucking a maniacal idiot to think that you could take away something from somebody. It's still happening. Was it Reagan that implemented the fucking war on drugs because Nancy wanted to fucking take away drugs and just say no? It may have been before that, but fuck, has that worked? No, it has not. But the cartels keep getting bigger. More Mexican citizens keep getting fucking murdered. So much so that they have to haul the bodies around in reefer trucks because they can't bury them fast enough. Reefer truck. You know that shit that we get our cold stores to the store with?
I drove a reefer.
A semi-truck that they have to haul the bodies around in because there's so fucking many. Because why? The drugs are worth money. And if you make them not worth money, then guess what? You will quell a lot of it. Not all of it, but you will quell a lot.
Yeah, a big portion. And you allow people to grow their own.
Irish on decriminalization, you're right, of course. And not to mention the redistribution of wealth from the cartels. The money currently funds a lot of bad. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it's like making fucking potatoes illegal. You can't grow potatoes, but you can grow potatoes, but you can't. I mean, they've done the same thing with tobacco, essentially. Like, you have to have a permit to grow tobacco. Like, I talked about that too.
Why is that other than Philip Morris doesn't want you to have competition? They don't want you to grow your own because they want you to buy their product.
Well, just like the hemp class that I attended for Purdue University. Last year it was free. You just had to pay for the seeds through Purdue University, right? Well, now it's $750 to grow it, $750 to harvest it, and I think it's $1,500 total if you want to harvest and grow it and produce something out of it. So now you've taken something that's normal, that grows like fucking in the wild and produces great stuff. It produces CBD oil. It produces fucking hemp rope. It puts good nutrients back in the fucking soil. You can grow it as a fucking flower, but because it closely resembles the illegal marijuana, you got to have a permit and give them permission to fly a fucking drone over your house to check. And then if they come and check and you have too much THC, they turn you into the DEA just so they can monitor you because somehow you got too much THC in a plant that they fucking gave you.
A plant that's also a plant. It's a fucking natural growing plant.
Yeah, prosecuting police officers is difficult because
it's exactly like making potatoes illegal.
If there was a
potato, if there was what do you call it when they go to Congress and lobby. If there was a lobby group for Idaho spuds potatoes that was powerful and rich enough that they could make it illegal for you to grow potatoes at your house, they'd probably do it. And that's exactly what Philip Morris did in order to make it so you couldn't grow tobacco at home. That's exactly why they were doing that with alcohol back in the day with the whole whiskey tax. It's the same reason why they're doing that with marijuana today, because we can make a lot more money if you go get the opiates that we put in the drugs and the pharmaceuticals that we've confiscated from all the drug deals that we got. The whole, making money on the war on drugs.
Yeah, like I said, I don't give a shit. I don't care to smoke fucking weed. I don't care to do any of that shit. But I mean, it to me, it doesn't make any fucking sense to make it illegal because people are still getting it. And by the fucking fuck ton, by the metric ton every year. So how are you doing any fucking service or justice to anybody? People are still fucking dying for it. People are killing for it. And you fuckers think that because you got a fucking badge, that you can do the same thing. How does that make you any fucking different? Walter says they're hard to prosecute because they get the most severe charge. Well, the reason why they get the most severe charges is because they will put all the charges that they possibly can on somebody, hoping that one will stick, or that you'll take a plea bargain to take just to get the fuck out of the court system because you stay in jail the entire time.
If anybody deserves the most harsh sentence, it's the cops, because they're the ones that go out there and are supposedly above the law.
You're supposed to hold them at a higher standard.
They enforce the law that they don't even understand. Half of them don't even know the fucking law. But they go out there and they pretend to know what they're doing. They pretend that they have power because they have a costume on and a little shiny badge. And now I'm better than you, so listen to my authority. And then they get in trouble. Yeah, they best be getting the harshest penalty. They best be getting the death penalty for fucking running a red light, in my opinion, because they're supposed to be better than all of that. They're supposed to know the law.
They're supposed to be held.
Law-abiding.
They're supposed to hold themselves at a higher standard because they are supposed to be fucking a pillar of the community. But they've lost that because they've been militarized. They think that they have a fucking pass to do free-for-alls, and it's not the case. I don't know that rioting's the right thing, but training is one of the things that they're fucking lacking in, and they need to fucking unfuck their training because you are not a fucking killer. You are not. That is not in your job description. Whenever you sign up to be a police officer, if my buddy was here, I would ask him, but they do not say, oh, free will, weapons hot, do as you fucking please. It is not the case. It is not the case. So,
ventilators for all of them.
Ventilation.
There you go.
Don't take out anything on somebody else. Make the people that do the stupid shit accountable. That's what I'm saying. Don't fucking go out and do anything just because somebody fucking wears the uniform does not mean that they're all bad. Okay, I know you have a differing opinion, and that's fine, and that's why we get along just fine. And I will agree to disagree, and we can move on. You're still my fucking friend. You're still my fucking friend, and that's why. Hey, that's why, because I can accept your opinions and you can accept mine.
I can agree that some cops go into being a police officer for the right reason.
Right.
Just like I can assume that most of the people that go into the military, including yourself, go into the military to protect America and to keep us free. Unfortunately, a lot of y'all get used in the military industrial complex and are just pawns in the grand scheme of the government getting richer.
But
it doesn't take away the fact of why you went in there. You know what I mean?
But we are held at a higher standard. Like, you can't go and piss on a dead body. You can't go and just willy-nilly all fucking, you have to get fucking, and this is why a lot of people get killed in the services because, hey, head shed, I got hostile fire. Well, do you see a gun? No, but we're getting shot at. Well, if you can't positively identify the fucking target, don't fucking shoot.
Right.
So, hello, if you're militarizing the police, you got to teach them the same fucking rules of engagement. Let's see. HVS says, my Taver has a tiki idol and a Kali What the
He's
fuck is that?
speaking Hawaiian right now.
Attached to the paracord patch rig, Hawaiian God of War. Huh? Well,
I guess Kaki is his god of war.
Kalili. I can't believe it's illegal to harvest rainwater. Yeah, that's another
Can you
dumbass thing.
imagine that? Oh my god, that pisses me off. You can't rain catch. Oh my gosh.
Well, that was one of the things that the Department of Land Management, Bureau of Land Management, was trying to take away from the farmers out there. And forgive me for not remembering their name, but the 86-year-old man that they sent to prison because he set a backfire to backburn the stuff. And that's when the Mayhew fucking thing went down.
There's a couple places where it's illegal to have solar panels or be completely off grid too.
Well, that's because they say if you don't have children, it's not. But if you have children, it's inhumane to let children live that way.
There are places where they will not allow you to be off grid, no matter whether you have children or not. And not only that, but just having solar panels, because they have to. They make money on your power bill, all those taxes from your power bill. Look at how they're going after vaping right now, trying to demonize it, trying to make it look like, oh, vaping kills people. And all the sheeple like, oh, yeah, vaping's bad. It killed somebody. Really? They don't show you any evidence. They don't have to because you're that much of a sheep, right? So if you believe that vaping killed even one person, in my opinion, unless they just vape like Snoop Dogg, you're a sheep. They're just trying to make you think that vaping is bad so that you'll demonize it and people will go back to smoking because they're losing out on their tax revenue for cigarettes because you can't tax the juice because the tobacco is not made or the nicotine is not made with tobacco. It's made with vegetables like
tomatoes. They'll make tomatoes illegal.
And you can't tax that as tobacco because it's not tobacco. It's pure nicotine. There's nothing tobacco about it. And they are losing money hand over fist. Me and the wife used to be a carton a week smokers. 20 years I smoked. Went to vaping. Now I don't vape even because I have some other conditions that I don't want to have the vaping thing. I miss it. But I would still be doing it today if I could. And it's just because that they're losing out money. So they demonize it. They demonize marijuana. They demonize all sorts of things, and you just buy into it. People buy into it. Oh, the government says that's bad. Must be bad. Oh, the government says wearing a mask will save my life from the COVID. Oh, I guess I better do that.
And then it's bad because don't do it because the healthcare workers need it.
Yeah. Oh, the masks aren't going to help you, and the healthcare workers need it. That came out in the same day.
Yeah, they need it, but you don't.
I think it came out in the same paragraph.
Yeah, they need it. You don't.
They don't do anything, and the healthcare's need it more than you anyway.
Just like the contradiction on the CDC's website. If you went back whenever this all started, I said, hey, look at the civilian version, and then go look at the protocols that the doctors are supposed to follow.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they're in a higher concentration of contact with people, but if they're telling the doctors to do that, then you also need to do the same thing that they're telling the doctors because
this is where
the hospitals are sterile places, right? So the likelihood that they're going to get it unless they get actual fucking, spit on or something. But if you go to a store, that concentration is 20 times higher because people pick their nose and touch fucking door handles, all that stuff.
Oh, I picked my nose in the hospital and I wiped it on a few things. Fuck them, man.
Get a Kleenex.
No, man. As I told you, I went in there licking doorknobs, bro. I didn't care.
Oh, God.
They kept telling me to put my mask on because I kept taking it off. I wasn't wearing that shit.
The last Cincy shooting, the mob got the cop charged too high. Cop got off because it was too hard to prove. Well, that's not – the prosecutor is supposed to take care of that. Who gives a fuck what the people want? Because, look, the prosecutor probably done that on purpose. Mm-hmm. All right? So
they all know they're all washing each other's hands, and scratching each other's backs.
Yeah.
You don't think the prosecutor has a reason not to charge the cop or have maybe don't do as good of a job?
Well, because they're all buddies. Off? They're all buddies. They worked with them for years to help prosecute other people and make money for themselves. There were hundreds of small operators bring in coke. It was $100 a gram on the street. A lot of coke. that had been confiscated was released on the street and collapsed the price. So the the police put it back out there. Idaho and dehydrated potato flakes are a staple in my preps. Well, they may become illegal. Being freed from the delusion that these laws are intended for your good. Yeah, they're not.
They're not. They're intended to pay the state money.
Yeah, they're intended to make money off the people, even though they rape you with taxes, and then they use that same tax money.
The red light and the red light camera and the speeding camera. You know, people are like, oh well, you know, I want to keep everybody safe. But if somebody causes an accident, that's when they deserve to go to jail and pay a fine and pay reparation, right? If I run the red light at 3 a.m. and there ain't nobody there, and I do it slowly even, why should I get charged that money for doing that when I didn't cause any harm to anybody? That's what our system of law should be, is if you create a victim financially or physically, that's when you should be held accountable. That's when it should be against the law. If you don't hurt anybody but yourself, including with drugs, then there should be no law against it.
That ruined financially all but a few operations. Now we are down to a few super powerful cartels. It didn't work for. Yeah, well, no, it didn't. Because, like, look, I'm telling you, go look. Go look. I can't open any windows because my internet will get robot-y. But if you go look and do the research, and that's the problem. No, everybody's more concerned with fucking football, baseball, basketball, whatever fucking dumbass mind-numbing shit that they watch on TV, that they don't pay attention or they don't care. So if they would just pay attention, and if you see that there's hundreds and hundreds, so many bodies that they have to have reefer trucks, the same semi that brings food to your store, to house the fucking bodies that the cartels are killing on a daily basis, then why is that feasible? Because they're
let me jump on a HVS comment here that's a little bit further down. He says, "Don't blow smoke or vape around me. I'm allergic to that stuff." Are you down? Well, maybe smoke irritates you.
Yeah,
smoke might irritate you. Don't talk about vape that way, because you eat it every day. You like those Pop-Tarts?
Vegetable glycerin.
Guess what's in those Pop-Tarts? The same thing that's made the vape juice out of. Vegetable glycerin and propylene glycol.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in every pastry and most processed food that you eat. That's what's in vape. That and the nicotine that doesn't, it has been studied that when you blow it out, there is no more left. When you inhale it, it takes all that nicotine in, and that's it, right? And it's just the nicotine. There is no carcinogens. The only thing in there is flavor, which there are different flavorings, and you get artificial flavors in all your foods too. And it's the same artificial flavor that you put in your food that goes into vape. There's the nicotine that does not come from tobacco. It comes from vegetables. So if you're allergic to vegetables, I guess maybe. And then there's propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin, both of which you eat on a daily basis. You're not allergic to it. You might not like it. You might be one of those people that do this when you see a big cloud of vape. Pisses me off more. I don't know how many times, and I get the people that don't know a damn thing, but there was people that knew that it wasn't smoke and would still do this. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a habit. My mom would do that. Oh, I swear to God, I wanted to punch somebody in the face.
Well, smoke.
Don't you fucking do that.
I am allergic to smoke because it does fucking cause me a tremendous amount of fucking.
Don't you smoke
grief.
Cigars?
Yeah, but I don't fucking like blow them in people's faces. But yeah, on very rare occasion I smoke cigars.
Mm-hmm.
But even wood smoke, and we burn wood, so like, you know, like, and that's probably off from the hundreds of times that I done stupid shit in the gas chamber without a gas mask. But
says,
I am very.
If you vape near me, you better be ready to throw down. I'll be ready to throw down.
All right, let's throw down.
I'm not even joking, bro. I have come real fucking close, and if somebody's going to be irate like that because I'm vaping, that's not going to hurt you at all. You're not allergic to it, and if you think you are, you're a liar. You're going to throw down over that? Bring it.
I'm allergic to your onion breath that you just blew in my face, bro. The highest standard justification is found in in the public and trusting them with a badge and a gun. This is not given due to voicing. Given it's due voicing today. Um, there's no place for militarized police in a free society. I 100% agree. They're mutually exclusive. And this is what Poison Stinger was saying. The police don't need guns, but citizens. What?
The police need guns, but citizens don't. It's a comment saying that, about gun control. If anything, that should be the opposite. I think cops should only have tasers and no firearms at all. Fuck it. They don't deserve to have a firearm at this point. I mean, that one cop doesn't deserve to have a knee.
An eye for an eye.
It'd be a better place.
Hard drug effects everyone around the user. Well, yeah, they're not, but they're going to do it anyways. That's the whole thing. I'm not for drugs by any means, but they're going to do it either way. So why have your girlfriend, wife, daughter, son out prostituting or fucking giving hand jobs for fucking to.
There will be victims no matter what. You get more victims with it being illegal than you would if it was legal.
Bred in circuses, my brothers, remember that Matrix turncoat character who knew the stake was a false construct and chose it anyway. Yeah, mindless idiots. Mindless idiots. Definitely. Because they're too caught up in other things. What did Kobe Bryant do, or what did the Kardashians do today? That's what their thought process.
R.I.P. bro. I mean, he went down in a helicopter.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. They were more concerned. Yeah. God rest his soul, but
they're done. That's the whole game, right? To distract and let's get everybody up on the latest celebrity gossip and who's marrying who, and let's talk about gender equality and you can be whatever gender you want to, and let's make the bathrooms gender neutral, and you can be 52 different genders. All that's to distract on what's really going on. They have to, because if they don't, you'd be so upset you'd do something, and that scares the death out of them. That's why it's rich versus poor, black versus white, cops versus citizens. All of this is to divide us, right versus left. They give you the illusion of a choice and then put you into a category. I'm not in a category. I'm not a Republican anymore. I considered myself one long time ago. But I am an individual, and, I'm an American just like George was an American. And I'll stand up for him just as much as I would want somebody to stand up for me. Do not let them divide you or confuse you. Sorry.
HVS is clarifying. No, I agree. So apparently, because his heart surgery and stuff, he had problems with the scented soaps and everything. And it was painful for him.
You like artificially flavored foods. I know you do, because you eat Pop-Tarts. What do you think's in that?
Walter says, when some junkie robs your house to buy dope, you the victim of right. Okay, but see, the point behind that is it doesn't matter if it's legal or illegal. The likelihood of a junkie robbing your house when it's legal is far less than when it's illegal. Because why?
It's less money. It's
something that was $100 a gram is now fucking $1 a gram.
Yeah, they don't have
so they can stand on the street corner.
Boats they don't have to have submarines, homemade submarines going from South America to North America anymore. Prices will drop. Exactly what you're saying, Irish. I mean, it's still going to happen. Don't get me wrong. It'll still happen, but it will be a lot less.
Because bad people are going to do bad things. But like I said, God will sort itself out. Because if you make it free or cheap, real cheap, those people that are doing that dumb shit are going to weed themselves out. Is that the godly way? I don't know, but I think that's the way it should go. Poison Stinger. Say again?
I was just reading it. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Have at it.
He's saying he agrees with reversing the gun control efforts to disarm the police or disband them. First of all, the actual police are not constitutional. The only constitutional law enforcement are sheriffs. I would, if it was a perfect world, which it never will be, I believe we should only have sheriffs. However, I think, yeah, a good start would be to make the police only have tasers and pepper spray. Have them have everything that the law enforcement in London have. You know, I guess you could still maybe keep the SWAT team armed or whatever, but at least the daily cops should not have firearms. You know, and they already don't. If you get pulled over here, you're not getting pulled over by one cop. One cop will pull you over, but he won't even get out of his car until 3 more squad cars show up for you going 10 miles and over the speed limit. I mean, they never, very rarely address you one-on-one because they know that they can't win that fight half the time, or they don't want to take that risk. You know what I mean?
So apparently we're going to have a UFC match between you and HVS. He said, so if you want to throw down, it's on.
I don't vape anymore, but yeah, I'll throw it down over vaping.
HVS is
that much.
HVS and the Poison Stinger in the UFC ring, and Poison Stinger will be armed with a vape. So all you got to do is blow it in his face, and he will cough himself to death, and then all you got to do is get on him, put him in a rear naked choke, and he's done.
Dude, I'd probably cough myself to death, too.
Oh, shit. HVS, my wife still can't understand why I can't breathe when scented candles are burned or even toast sometimes. After lung injury, we often have a hard time.
You guys are all hung up on the whole cologne thing. You don't like perfumes and all those things. It's different. You're caught up on the wrong thing. You like the smell of fresh baked bread. You like the smell of fresh baked any kind of food, especially the process like the cakes and stuff. Like somebody makes a cake.
Well,
what do you think that is?
No.
Same stuff that's in vape. It's not perfume.
Okay? I can empathize with people that have smoke allergies because, like I said, firefighting, gas chamber. Like I understand. Like I don't want somebody blowing smoke in my face, but I've never had anybody blow vape in my face. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not that.
Have you ever been to a haunted house or any kind of Halloween thing that had the whole mistiness to it?
Yeah. That's probably.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Some people can't handle that though, but like smoke I cannot handle. Like if you blow smoke in my fucking face, I'm getting choked up.
I'll give everybody smoke. You don't like smoke? I don't know if I wouldn't say it's an allergic reaction, but you're sensitive to it, right? You know, I'm a little sensitive to it. Fine. I'll give you the smoke. But vape is not smoke. And a lot of people think it or act like it is because they're so offended by regular smoke that they then see a vape cloud and associate it with regular smoke. So now they're coughing or they're choking, not because they actually are, but because it triggered an emotional response in their little victim brain that they've been violated by smoke when they know it's not, but it's still triggered somewhere in the back of their head that it is. But it's not the same, man. It is not the same. You ever been in a really hot place and they have misters? Anybody from Arizona knows what a mister is, but it sprays a mist of water to cool you off, especially here in the hot desert climates.
Yeah.
Same thing. Exact same. Well, it's using water instead of propylene glycol, but it's the same thing.
Oh, could you imagine how sticky you would be if it was propylene glycol?
Oh, propylene glycol is not. Well, the vegetable glycerin can be sticky.
Do you imagine how sticky you would be if they were spraying that shit in the misters? Let's see. Walter Davis. They should go back to 6-shot 38 special. No M16. Riot shotty. Double stack lock. Pay-per-view, says HVS. We're going to have this throwdown. Tennessee, showdown, throwdown, vape.
It's not like we're not far enough away from each other as it is. You don't want to move this shit halfway across the country.
Well, HVS can steal a yacht and come to Florida, and then we'll meet up in Tennessee because it's in the middle, right? Vaping.
How far away Florida is from Hawaii. You know Hawaii is closer to California than it is Florida, right?
Well, he can still. Hey, with a cigar boat, he can. He's got some fancy stuff picked out. Vaping. Yeah, I know it's out in the Pacific Ocean. I know. Vaping is gay. Smoking is cool. Good morning, Tactical Tone is in the fucking house. Finally caught us, Tactical Tone. Liberty not licensed.
If
I love
Liberty
fragrances.
not licensed,
Go
I
ahead.
would suggest what you should do, and I don't know. I mean, you got half a lung removed, so I want to give you a little bit of a break, right? But
But he hasn't experienced vaping either,
maybe
though.
go
So.
to a vape store. There's going to be one near you. Go to a vape store. Walk in. It's not going to be so bad that you can't see, but there will be some people in there vaping a little bit. It'll be mild, right? If you can't handle the mild, then yeah, don't worry about it. But I bet you, not only will you be able to handle it, but you'll be like, ooh, that smells good.
Oh, there's some good smelling vape stuff. I smell. I like, but it doesn't choke me up. But I don't vape either, so you know what I'm saying. But like smoke will fuck me up bad.
I'm not telling people who are allergic to smoke. I'm not telling HVS to go vape himself. But I'm saying that if I'm blowing vape and he walks by and he gets all bent out of shape, yeah, it's on, bro, because you're misinformed and you're a sheep. So.
Throat check. Riders breach Ohio State House, smashing windows and entering buildings. Fireworks shoot into the sky in celebration as Minneapolis PD 3rd Precinct burns to the ground.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah, they couldn't get to it. They were trying to get to it with the fire, but the protesters wouldn't let them. I'm like, fuck yeah, man. I'm so glad that they're finally going after the police station instead of other places.
Uh-oh. President Trump vows to use the military against the protesters.
Let's do it. As we've all been saying, it's going to light up. Maybe this is now. Maybe this is the time.
Oh, Twitter flagged him for violating rules of glorifying violence. Came after protesters torched police station, capping 3 days of violence over death of George Floyd, who was captured on video pleading with the white officer. Why has it got to be a goddamn white officer? Who cares? It's still a fucking man. It is a fucking... White. It's black not, though. White, God damn it. It's not.
Republican versus Democrat. They have to. They have to separate us into groups, because if we all come together, they're fucked, and they know it.
A fucking human being was murdered. That's it. It doesn't matter what color. It doesn't make it right, no matter if he was black, white, Asian, fucking whatever. He was fucking murdered by another human. I like beer, ice cream, and Doritos too, but that's what I had for dinner the night before I showed up to the ER with heart problems. So I need to recall the incision pain. You're giving away your secrets. Don't see. All you gotta do is touch him in the chest with a 2-inch death punch, and it's over.
One thing
the UFC fight's over.
One thing we didn't touch on, though, is President Trump's executive order of yesterday. He actually did something that I halfway agree with. He finally is coming down on the social media, saying that if they want to be publishers, then they're gonna be, have that whole thing lifted. Why can't I think of it? You know how they're protected right now? Social media is protected because they're supposed to be a public platform. And
right.
Therefore, you can't sue them. He's lifting that. He's saying that if you guys keep acting like that and keep, picking and choosing and all this, because he had done out a tweet or something about mail-in ballots, and they fact-checked him on Twitter, and it pissed them off. So now that it's him that's getting this done to him, he's signing an executive order saying you can't do that, or we're going to take away your exempt status, and we're going to allow people to sue you. So, I mean, it's a good thing, I guess. About damn time. They should have done it 4 years ago.
Okay, so I'll agree to Tony's thing, except for pedophilia and rape and child molestation.
Tony says he was arrested yesterday at home.
No, I'm saying people that should be able to do whatever they want to, no matter what. That was the comment I was on.
Tony?
Hold on. Tell us what happened, Tone.
Yeah, I want to know about that. And it won't be the first time I ever went with somebody who wasn't bigger than me, by the way, HVS.
Right. HVS, I agree. Looters or parasites, you shouldn't go out and loot that, because I
don't agree with that. But you're going to have that no matter what. No matter
right,
what.
Right, but that's not what you're there for. You're there to protest Like, you don't go out and rob your fucking local mom and pop's joints. They didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? That's dumb.
Oh, I get it, and I agree 100%. But at the same time, it's going to happen no matter what. There's nothing you can do about it, right? There's always going to be those people that are like, yeah, all right, free shit. I mean, that's the society we live in. But luckily, I think most people are putting their frustrations right where it needs to be. Oh, they put a warrant out for his arrest for an unlawful procurement of a firearm. What? Tried to buy a shotgun and they denied me. Oh, shit. Tony's on a list. Why are you buying it from a store, bro? Don't you know they track that shit? They got secret registries and shit. I'd be buying it from individuals every chance I get, or I make them myself. I don't buy. The last one I bought in a store was the 1911. That was for my birthday present. Other than that, man, I'm buying everything from individuals, or I'm making it myself from 80%. I'm done playing the rules of society's games. No, I'm done with it. They don't need to know what I got. It's a little extra work. I don't care. I'll do it. Let's see. Hold on. Liberty not licensed. When I choose to dip Copenhagen, I never spit in anyone else's mouth. It's common sense considerations of others. Snowflakes and tyrants are pushing people away from individual liberty and respect. Okay, so even when I vape, which I haven't vaped in a while, but even when I did vape, I don't go and blow it in somebody's face. If that's what we're talking about, me going up to you going, then yeah, I'm a fucking dick. But at the same time, it doesn't affect you. And if you walk through my cloud that I didn't purposely blow in your face to disrespect you personally, and you still do this, then I'm going to be pissed off. Okay? I don't ever go up to somebody and try to piss them off by blowing vape or smoke in their face. It's not who I am. When I smoke in a crowd, I would still blow up, right? You know, it's just common courtesy. But
yeah, you don't do it in somebody's face no matter what.
To me, when I'm trying to be common courtesy with my vaping, you know, I'm not physically blowing it in your face, and you're going to come up and have words with me about it? Oh, I'm not backing down.
I'm going to tase you right in the ding-ding.
I need to get a taser. I don't have a taser. I have a stun gun. I don't have a taser.
No, you got to tase them right in the ding-ding. All right, so I have to cut this short today. Apparently, the wife just came in and informed me that we have to process ducks today. So we're going to process some ducks for foods. So, and they're coming back with the stuff to do it, the pot, because we didn't have a big pot. It really bothers me that looters burn down an area, the stores don't reopen, then the politicians get money. Yeah, that's not the thing to do.
And that's what they always show on the news too, which it blows. I agree, 100%. Looters, they give the whole meaning a bad name. They do no good at all. Oop, something went out.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hello. I still hear you, but you're black. Your camera shut off? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You're silenced. All right, turn your microphone back on if you're getting raided. My sternum bone has healed. Took 2 months for the sternum restrictions to be lifted. Yeah, I have a calcium deposit. Uh-oh, Stinger's gone. Hopefully still has the invite. Well, then I'll go back to the start. Mr. TV9, good morning or afternoon. All right, he's back.
I have no idea what happened.
Must have some internet issues. Did you get raided? Are you getting raided?
No, I'm all right.
Are you getting raided? Are they jamming your phone signals?
Oh, but it looks like my internet.
Do we need to send in? Yeah. Mr. TB9 has joined us, but
yeah, we head now.
Tony, did they tell you why they were denied?
Yeah, I want to know more about this Tony thing, because I think he made a video saying that he was done for a while. I hadn't watched it yet. Now I gotta go watch it. Liberty not licensed. Good comment. You still there, Irish? I think Irish is frozen. Either that or you're really good at just standing still. Oh, there goes my neighbor. What a dick. Okay, so Irish is frozen. I guess I'm on right now by myself, if I'm on at all. They're saying the charge I caught in Vegas is something else. They're backwards here, so now a lawyer in court, etc. Again, man, that sucks, bro. Looters should vote for a new government instead of shitting where they eat. Yeah, but they're sheep. They have been bought, the us versus them thing long ago, and they're fully sold into that they're owed reparations and shit. So they consider this kind of like reparations, I would imagine, or they're just free shit. They don't have the same morals as most decent people, and that's black and white people. So I might do a video. I'm pissed. You should do a video, Tony. I want to know more about this. You have every right to be upset. That's some bullshit. HVS, he was rebooting before he froze, or roboting before he froze. Yeah, like my screen went black and his screen went black at the same time, and then he came back. It looked like, and I couldn't hear him. Like, and so I thought it was me because my screen was still black, and I couldn't hear him. So that's why I bounced out and bounced back in, and then it was fine for a second. Alpha Davis, yeah, the definitions are difficult in each state. Yep. I would have thought that the state that Tony's in, though, would be a little bit better for that. I don't know, dude. You need to start buying local. Backpage is back. It's Backpage Guns or something like that. If you search in a Google search or whatever search engine you use, Backpage Guns, it should come up, and it's not as good as it used to be back before they closed it down, but you can still find some firearms there. Buy from local individuals. If you can't, build it yourself. I mean, if you got to buy a shotgun from a store, I guess, but I wouldn't. That'd be that's the last place I go. Like, if I can't find a 50 cal BMG for sale from an owner that I don't have to do a background check on, I might have to go to a gun store and do it. I might, right? There's certain guns that I will do that for. Others I won't. I will never buy another AR-15 or an AK-47 from a gun store. Oh, there's Irish. Hello. What's up, brother? Why you drop out, bro? Oh, I'm still on. Oh, damn. You need a link. Oh, wow. Yeah. Something. I don't know. So, yeah, you're out for good then? I mean, I'll keep on for a little bit, but I guess I don't know if it turns off if I exit out, but we'll find out if you have like a 3-hour video later on or longer. Right.
I refreshed. We're trying. It says now it says we're live again, but
okay.
I can leave it running and just text me whenever you're ready to get off, and I'll come in and shut it off.
No, man, come on in and shut it down, man. I'm all right. I got shit to do today anyway. I got to go get a webcam because I'm going to do another gaming video later today. Maybe it'll end also my evening catch-up that I do at 10 o'clock my time. So check that out.
All right, well.
Shameless plugs. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Tommy Boy, Tony, did they take your guns upon arrest? Hopefully not. He said they put out a warrant for his arrest. I didn't know he actually got arrested. Frozen again, refresh screen working now. Yeah, the internet's spotty, guys. Sorry about that. Buy from gangbangers, no paperwork. Get your weapons out of the hands of criminals off the street. I wouldn't suggest that. I would suggest you get their driver's license and, you make sure they're up. I would definitely check on it. It's a win-win for everybody. Mr. Tommy Boy Walter, do they have a website like gangbangers.com? If you go to gangbangers.com, I have a feeling you're going to come across something that you don't want to. Yeah, come on in.
Probably pornography.
Probably. Come on in.
It's not allowing me to.
Shit.
I can't, but they won't allow me to come in.
All right, bro. All right. Well, I'll let you off of here. Go.
All right, so I guess I'll do this with the phone.
Yeah.
Are you going to stay on for a while?
Not really. I'll probably
All right, well,
do a
I'm
couple
gonna
little things.
Have technical issues, but Poison Stinger's going to take over, like, what's going on.
Yeah. All right.
So, have a great day. Some fun, guys. Meet everybody out there.
All right. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Bitches, moans, complaints. You know where to leave them. Leave them down below. Talk to you later, bro.
All right, brother. Later.
See it. So, yep. Irish is not going to come in and say goodbye, so we'll wrap this up. Walter says, more like personal sales on corners and alleys. I go to Arms List. Back when Backpage was a thing, I would do Backpage. Yeah, hi, asshole. Move along, please. I hate that guy so much. Oh, my goodness. Anyway. Where was I? There are ways to buy legal guns, and definitely do it in well-populated areas. And the people where Tony are should be fine to buy from. HVS, have a safe weekend. Oh yeah, today is Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. If you are interested, I will be doing a live chat tonight at 10 o'clock my time in the evening. So that's like 8 o'clock, I think, for HVS. It's pretty late for anybody on the East Coast. And then after that, I usually play like an hour of Red Dead Redemption or something. And I hope to have a webcam tonight. So I'll have a face cam while I play, which will be fun. Because right now I'm doing all this on my iPad, and I can't do that with the iPad and the computer. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Walter Davis says thanks to take care of the Irish. Yeah, hopefully he does. Seems like he's got some ducks to process. That's cool. I don't eat duck, but if I did, that would probably be pretty awesome. Anyway, I got shit to do. Thank you very much for joining us. He was Irish USMC Vet. I'm Poison Stinger. Got bitches, moans, complaints, thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave them in the comments below. Check out Rally Point Irish. There are links below to places that we recommend, places where you can donate money if you want to donate to a good cause. Rally Point Irish. He's going to be teaching veterans how to farm, getting back into going, being self-sufficient and stuff. I really believe in that project. I've donated to it myself, and I encourage anybody else to donate something to it. Doesn't have to be a lot, right? But it's a good cause, and if you believe in Irish, then you should believe in that because that's a really great cause. Mr. Tommy Boy watched my video at 1 or 2 in the morning. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Have a great weekend.